All right, so for example, a few quick examples here on permutations. They don't get much more complicated than that. They're pretty simple, but let's say, for example, we want to select a first, second, and third place winners from 100 entries in a contest. And we want to know how many ways there are to do that. Again, we could do it with the product rule. We could just say there are 3 slots to fill. There are 100, then 99, then 98 options. Or we could use this formula now and say that's going to be n, which is 100, the total number we have to select from, factorial, divided by n minus k, so 100 minus 3, or 97 factorial. Either way you do it, it works out to 970,200. So a fairly large number, but that's not the important part. Whichever way is easier for you to do on the calculator or whatever, as long as you can calculate it in one of these 2 ways, you're good to go. But that's a simple permutation problem. Here's an interesting one that is a little bit different. The question is, let's say we take the letters A through H, and we ask the question, how many permutations, in other words, how many arrangements of these letters, the letters A through H, contain the string ABC in that order? So in other words, how many ways can we arrange all of these 8 letters in such a way that they contain these 3 letters clustered together in that order? So exactly ABC. It sounds complicated, but it turns out that there's an easy way to handle this. The easy way to handle this is to say, okay, if we want this grouping together, what we can do is we can basically collect that and treat it as one unit. In other words, treat it like it's a single letter. So now instead of 8 letters, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters, and we are looking for how many ways we can arrange these 6 letters. Because when we arrange those 6 units now, we will have arranged the 8 letters in such a way that ABC occurs together in that order. So it turns out to be a fairly simple problem, where now there are 6 things to arrange. So we can use the product rule with 6 positions and just do 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Or we could shorten this and just say 6 factorial, which is the same as 720, either way. So either way you want to do it works just fine, but the key there is that if you want ABC to all occur together, you can just treat it as one chunk or one piece by itself.